We've spent a lot of time and effort trying to make the integral as close to a fit and forget system as we possibly can. Right now, the user does not need to interface with it whatsoever. If you crank the engine, it'll charge the batteries. If you're running with the engine in neutral, it'll know it's in standalone generator mode. It'll switch that algorithm. The only time it's likely to prompt you to do something is if you let the batteries get beyond a certain level of discharge, in which case the system will prompt you to crank an engine and put some charge into the batteries. But that's as far as the user intervention needs to go. On the other hand, for the techies that want to have a lot of information and to see what's going on in the system, we have a ton of information flowing through the system that we can display. So we have that option for those that want to use it. So over the years, we have probably spent close to $10 million in terms of grant money and R&D money from other people to get the system to where it is today. We've tested the crap out of it, to be quite honest. One of my functions, as I mentioned earlier, has been to try and break it. I've had the system on my boat all summer, that's several months. I've been working it really hard. I've been unable to create any fault conditions all summer, and I've done all kinds of stupid stuff that you would not normally do, just to see if there are things that we've missed. So we're finally at a point where I'm comfortable that we're ready to go to market. And actually one of the things I said when we started this project was that I would in no way endorse a product until I had been able to test it very thoroughly myself to make sure that I thought it was okay. So you're probably wondering why we call this the integral. It's the intelligent generation of electricity. We honestly believe that this device is going to supplant generators on almost all boats that currently have or would like to have a generator. It's no more expensive than a generator installation and likely will be cheaper. It eliminates the generator altogether, so you don't have the issues of the through holes, the cooling circuits, the long running hours, the maintenance. Effectively, what we're doing is harvesting the electrical energy that you need to run your boat anytime you're running the propulsion engine. The engine already has that capacity, it's just not being used and we're using it. If you get to the point where you've run the batteries down and you do need additional electrical energy, then you simply crank the propulsion engine for a short period of time and recharge the batteries, and during that period you are operating at least as efficiently as a standalone generator. As far as we can see, the Integral has no downsides at all. And everything in here is positive, and what we are really doing is enabling people to live a lifestyle on their boats that is much the same as they do at home. They have running hot water, you can stick an electric kettle on the boat, you can have a coffee machine, you can have a fridge and freezer, you can have a hairdryer, you can use all of these things without thinking about where the energy is coming from. And if you get to the point where you're running a little short on energy, the system will prompt you and you can go ahead and recharge the batteries. So we see this as a game changer in the energy generation market. It's the piece of equipment that I have always wanted on my boat for the last 35 years and have finally achieved. And it will get rid of all of those battery changes we've done over the years, wiping out batteries. It will provide us a seamless energy source that's good for years to come. And it's actually my retirement present to the cruising community.